Good afternoon, YouTube. Oh, my breeding project stuff with Vlad finally is all taken care of. Everything came today. They were supposed to come yesterday, but FedEx had that issue on Monday where they couldn't really track anything, so they kind of closed down their shipping. But yeah, so here are all 19 of them. 5 Brachypelma vagans, 5 Formictopus cancerides, 2 Ephebopus marinus, 2 Derinachilus lugardi, 3 Monosyntropus belfori, and I think this one here is the Chilobrachys fimbriatus, and this one is the Poecilotheria smithi. So, I wanted to get them here and actually see them before I made their homes. Now, generally, I make their homes first, but I've been in a bad habit of making homes that were too big and then having to do it at the last minute anyway. So you can see, let's see, roughly this guy here, he's about an inch, maybe a little bit more, and these are the cancerides. So these are going to be the 3 biggest, or the 5 biggest, and then the belfori. Well, actually the P. smithi is the biggest, but I think what I'm going to do is I had that container back there set up for the P. smithi, and I think that's going to be too big. What's too big? Because it's in one of these vials here, so I think it's going to be fine in this container. It's got to be cleaned and redone, and that'll go up top with in that spot right there. Now I have 3 baseball cubes, and I have a whole slew of there's the Matchbox car containers. So what I think is going to happen is those 3, the belfori with the belfori that's on the top there and the belfori that's up there, are going to go in this. This will be plenty big enough for them for a couple molts. Give me some time to figure out exactly what I want to do with them in the end, because after we get through this first couple molts with them, or this first container, then we're going to go into something a lot bigger for them. So I think the belfori are going to go in there, and originally they were going to go in there. So now that's going to be freed up for whoever up top. I'll figure that out later. Probably I'm going to say either I don't know that I really want to move my Chordatus. It's probably going to end up being the Davis penniloris or something that's going to end up in this. I also had, excuse me, I had a death. It's the largest spider, actually. I mean, I've had some other ones die that were 1.5 inches, 2 inches. This one was 2.5, almost 3 inches. The Orphanaicus species Panay blue female passed away a few days ago. That was 3 or 4 days ago. So I cleaned out her enclosure. I have no idea. Really, honestly, I had no idea. Her abdomen was nice, nice and round. She didn't look like she was trying to molt. She was up top, curled up in a ball, and hard as a rock. So she had passed away probably when I went to work one day, and I didn't see, I didn't check that night, and found her the next morning. But so I moved my suspected female Dolichothele diamentinensis into her home, and there's the little bugger right there. It comes out at night, hangs around, hasn't really webbed much of anything other than a little bit around this leaf, because it does like to crawl underneath there and hide. So that one was moved, and I think that was all. We are going to move the Brachypelma vagans, the smallest one, into that, which will get that one out of a deli cup. Matter of fact, it's right here out of this deli cup. So I'm trying to figure out who to put where. Who's going to get the 3 baseball cubes? I want to say I'm probably going to put the Lugardi, these two, into the Matchbox card containers. The E. Marinus, I think I'm going to put into, man, I don't know if I'm going to put them into Matchbox card containers too, or into vials. The Fimbriatus is the same way. He said it's about 3/4, but looking ready to molt. So I'm not really quite sure. The Vagans are all going in the Matchbox card containers, so those are taken care of. It's what do I do with these 5? Because I only have 3 baseball cubes, and I can't really free any up. Well, I could, but I'm not going to. I'm not really sure where to put them. So what I might do is try putting them into the Matchbox card containers and see what they do. I've never had a Phormictopus before, so I'm not really quite sure if they like to dig as slings or if they kind of just hang out underneath stuff. I could probably put 3 of them into the baseball cubes and then 2 of them into deli cups. Or I could use, like the deli cups up there for all 5 of them, the 4-ounce ones. I think that they would be fine in those. So I could have those 5 going across. It's really what to do with the Fimbriatus and the 2 E. Marinus is really what I'm debating, to be honest with you. So what I'll do is I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do, and then I will get everything housed, and then a video again later, and update everybody on who's where, what, and why. Get all the labels made up. I might get the Vagans or the Elbow Pelosa moved like I want to, and figure out who is going to go into that mini football helmet display case, and then I'm going to have these 3 containers here open for something probably in those, or something maybe in the baseball cubes that I can move. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, if I just want to move 2 of these into something bigger here, possibly my Brachypelma hamori, and maybe this Ephobophus marinus into there, which will free up 2 of those, which will give me 5 cubes for 5 Cancerides, but I really should have done that prior to them coming in. So I'm going to wing it, and we'll see what I come up with. All right, everybody, we'll talk to everybody soon. Okay, so here is Vlad's card. I should have put this in the beginning of the video, but I didn't. Hope you guys can see that. And I'll try and figure out how to link this stuff in the description, which I think I can do. And I'll put his information in there. Vlad is in Hanover, Pennsylvania. So where they make Snyder's, pretzels, potato chips, stuff like that are all made down in Hanover, Pennsylvania. It's in the York, Lancaster area, and in between, I think it's York and Gettysburg, so down in that area down there. I'm pretty familiar with that area. I lived down in York for 3 years, but Vlad is a great guy. We've been dealing with this deal since fall. When I sent I think it was fall, or maybe sometime in winter, when I sent the male Vagans, and I don't remember what else I sent to him. I know it's the Vagans, and I sent him a Fimbriatus, but I thought I sent him something else. I thought I sent him 3 things. But anyway, he had mated the male Vagans with 3 of his females, and then sent him off to a friend of his that breeded with his female, and then got him back, and he's still doing well and eating. So that's really, really cool. But I told him that I would do this video for him. Right now, he doesn't have anything available to sell. He pretty much got rid of everything, but he has had 9 egg sacs this year, if I'm right. And all the information for that is sitting on my phone. But he did the E. marinus, the P. lugardi, H. gabonensis, 3 sacs of the Brachypelma vagans, the P. cancerides, the Monocentropus balfouri, I think twice, and there was one more. It's escaping me right now. But he has some other projects going on. The Harpactira caffriana. He's breeding the Harpactira pulchripes. He's breeding. Oh God, I wish I could remember the other few that he's doing. I think he's doing another round of balfouri, and there was one other one. I think he was getting ready to do. Oh, the I think Acanthoscuria geniculata. He really does breeding of the African and Asian, like some of those species, most of the African species, but he does do some New World stuff, mostly South American species. It's just stuff that he likes. He has 120 tarantulas in his collection. And that, like I said, his last shipment of stuff, someone bought his last 7 balfouri today, so he is completely out of slings as far as I know. He does do wholesale, because he did 3 sacs of Brachypelma vagans, which was really cool. So yeah, I don't think he does. He's not breeding any pokies that I know of. And I think we're going to try and collaborate on a few things together later. Where I'm hoping that his Harpactira pulchripes male breeds and survives, and then he can send them to me to breed with my female. That would be kind of cool. And then we'll see what transposes over the fall and winter. But I think we're going to try and do some other stuff together too. So I forgot to do the card with the first video, or the first part of the video, so I'm going to add this at the end. So again, you know, look him up, send him a friend request on Facebook. He's a pretty straightforward guy. He's very passionate about husbandry. He will help you any way that he can. Again, you know, I mean, this transaction, although it's been a while, you know, we were waiting for the balfouris, which I was perfectly fine with. I wanted to make sure that everything was set and ready to go before we did this. I think it's been about 3 months or so since the Brachypelma vagan sacs. And since then he's done the E. marinus and the P. lugardis and the balfouri. So we were just waiting for the balfouris to get to a size where he could separate them from mom. I think he had 70 plus babies. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to get them set in their home and see how they do. It's going to be kind of interesting to have 5 of them together. I've only had the Villacellas together, and there was 2, and I think there's only 1 left. I haven't seen the male in forever. And I did have 2 Heterothele gabonensis together, but they didn't survive. And then I did try the balfouris once before with slings, and I don't know exactly what happened. I think that one just was mean and nasty and liked to eat the other ones. But so hopefully the 2 that I have will go okay with these 3. And the one I have, I'm debating on whether I want to put in there or not. The smaller one I'm definitely going to put in. The one that's a little bit larger than them, I'm not really 100% sure. I'd like to put all 5 of them together and see what happens, but I'm kind of worried that the bigger one might decide to munch the little ones, so I may just leave that one by itself. So again, thanks for watching. This video is going to get uploaded as it is. The rehousing, again, I'm not going to video myself rehousing because they're all small, they're all kind of quick. I want to make sure that I'm focused on what I'm doing. I'm going to get the vagans in first because they're going to be the easiest. They're just going to go into a matchbox container with some dirt, and I got to find my little bag of Legos for water dishes. If not, I'll just put in water bottle caps for them. I'm going to fill it up about halfway with dirt, and they'll do the rest. They'll probably dig in the corner like they always do and have themselves their little area. And then we'll probably try and feed most all of this stuff tomorrow, and a lot of my other slings are going to need to be fed as well. So I need to go get some small crickets because I don't have enough of the red runner nymphs yet. So we'll be feeding small crickets and small mealworms. I've got to, these are the tiny worms. I have to go get some more of those and clean these ones out and see what I have left. So so we'll see everybody possibly later tonight with another video of where everybody's at, or you'll see that tomorrow. So have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.